The nation of Brazil is showing the world how to deal with coup plotters. Government under Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva has charged the former Brazilian president, Jair Bolsonaro, with 5 counts related to his plot to overthrow the government following his loss in the 2022 election. Now, the charges include a plot to assassinate da Silva and Brazilian Supreme Court Justice Alexandre de Moraes and attempting a coup. Prosecutor General Paulo Gonet is leading that charge against Bolsonaro and 33 other coup plotters. They will face trial. The charges are accepted by the Supreme Court and could face up to 28 years in prison if found guilty. Gonet accused the former president of being at the head of a quote unquote criminal organization. He also has been accused by the federal police of attempting to violently dismantle the constitutional state after a violent insurrection by Bolsonaro supporters that was inspired by the January 6th insurrection in the United States that now the Trump administration is trying to sweep under the rug as if it never happened. Of course. Now, after Bolsonaro's defeat and De Silva's swearing in, a large group of Bolsonaro supporters had stormed the Capitol building in Brasilia, but were quickly overcome by security forces and arrested. After that, Bolsonaro was like, "Oh, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm completely innocent." And actually, you know what this is? This is a witch hunt. That's what it is. A political prosecution. That's right. It's a corruption. Oh, it's so corrupt. Look at that. Now, remember, this is after Bolsonaro had illegally imprisoned Da Silva. So this goes back quite a ways. Okay. No, what happened here is Bolsonaro tried to take over the government after losing his election. And so what happened? He lost again. He lost again. Unlike in the United States, however, where the Electoral College and a slim majority of Americans decided, why don't we elect a criminal again? Great. Which, of course, after he was elected and sworn in, he immediately pardoned all the January Sixers, including those who were previously charged with sex crimes, some involving children, by the way, along with violent ones who assaulted Capitol Police. Okay. Not only that, but he started going after his political enemies and had signed a whole bunch of illegal executive orders. Okay. So that's what's going on here. Okay. In the United States. Worked out pretty well for Donald Trump, but not so much for Bolsonaro in Brazil. Now, Brazil, of course, is the only country that has pushed back on attempts to destroy their democracy. You have South Korea back in December, who had impeached their president, Yoon Suk Yeol, after he attempted to enact martial law. So, yeah, they stopped that one. There were massive protests, and the assembly impeached him. Then they impeached the next guy, the Prime Minister Han Duck-soo, 10 years late, 10 days later. Okay, oops. Now Yoon is currently on trial. There's a separate criminal charge against him, by the way, for leading an insurrection, and he was arrested last month. Currently being held in detention. Insurrection is one of the few criminal charges from which a South Korean president does not have immunity. But in the United States, of course, thanks to the Supreme Court, president can do almost anything he wants. Full immunity. So, and by the way, the Supreme Court, 3 of the members that decided that owe their entire appointment to Donald Trump. So, is there any wonder why the Roberts Court is sitting back and allowing Donald Trump to destroy our democratic institutions? Along with allowing a billionaire who was unelected that gave $277 million to Trump's campaign to go and do God knows what, whatever he wants, essentially. Okay. And why Congress is just sitting back because Congress is being controlled by Republicans, and Republicans are like, no, guys, you go ahead and do whatever the hell you want. We live in a dictatorship now. So, Donald Trump, King Donald, God King Donald, you could do whatever the hell you want. We're not going to get in your way. That's what's going on here. Look, we could have done what Brazil did, right? We could be doing what South Korea tried to do. But because we have money in politics and we have so many corrupt Republicans and weak Democrats, that no, we're not able to do that. And because we have a bought media, okay, we have corporations that are in control of the media narrative, including, of course, X, which is under the control of Elon Musk. Because of all that stuff, we as a nation ended up putting a convicted criminal back into the highest office in the land. And if you think that that's not going to lead to us being robbed by a criminal who is now in that office, I got news for you. It's not going to work out well for any of us. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.